I am Victoria Fuller, and I'm an environmentalist. So I've created a new body of work called Nature², and it's about the magnificence of nature and man's interference that's creating devastating effects. So basically the philosophy of most of this work is about the preciousness of life and how man is mucking it all up. So what I do is I find objects that have a correlation to objects in nature, like their shape or their form. And then I do something with it where it correlates to things in nature. So this one here in my backyard, there's a housing development on this side of the cube. And so it's kind of like how man turns natural habitats into their habitat, and then it changes everything. When I did this beehive, I looked at what beehives were like in the wild. You know, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about every organism that I do. This one is actually the letter B, and it's called spelling bee. And the honey is made from the resin. Elaine, who is my technician, we worked on this whole thing together. It was, you know, like a brainstorming thing to get this all to work. And so now the fracking one, I did a lot of research online about what happens in the fracking process, and you know, all the striations and where the water table is and the equipment they use and what the sites look like where they do the fracking. Factory farm. So I did a beehive. Beehives are endangered right now. You know, there's many things that are causing the downfall of the bees. You know, the cruelty of factory farms. You know, I gave these hens, these are battery hens, I gave them beaks to give them dignity. Sorry, I'm getting emotional, but in real life, they cut off their beaks so they don't peck each other because they're packed so tightly. And it looks too comical. It's funny looking and it makes you want to laugh. And I wanted to give them dignity. Sorry. I eat meat, by the way. but I think that, you know, we should treat animals humanely. This is natural resources. And I like that it's like a window where you can look underground and you can see the roots of the trees. And you can see the nugget of gold that's in there. To be mined, and so, you know, these guys have started to chop down the trees, and there's stumps, and there's some trees left. Pretty soon, there's not going to be a lot of trees left. And so the snake, basically, it's like the snakes in India. They do, you know, the snake charmers in India with the snake coming out of the basket. They do this trick with a rope, and they make the rope come out. So it's basically my I don't know, tip of the hat to surrealism. So this one's called Everything is Connected, which is what I'm talking about. Everything is connected. And so, you know, when we spray pesticides to get rid of dandelions, that pesticide, you know, goes into the environment. It affects the red newts. So the pesticides go into the water, and you know, the red newt starts out swimming in the water, and it comes out on land, and it totally changes form. It goes from a fish into a lizard kind of animal. You know, over here is a clear-cut forest with an owl, an endangered owl, sitting on one of the stumps. If we cut down the forest, and then we have dry, parched land, and then I have smokestacks and, you know, the whole electricity system over here. So everything is connected. And then this last one, it's kind of obvious, the little one underground. It's like a diorama or a cutaway that you would see in biology books. So you can get up close and look at it. I learn a lot about every organism that I do. It's like I'm going to school. It's really great. And everything is connected. And this is the end of my talk. And so now you learned how I did everything. Oh, yeah.